Hello and welcome Emunah and everybody here to our Divine Mother. So happy
Hi.
here.
It's so good to be here. It's really my heart and soul yearns for this space that we're co-creating together. It's really special, really divine to get to be present to Divine Mother in such a potent way and with you together in the audience that is called to come. It's really, really special. And I could feel as I was getting ready to come on and prepare, just yes, there's this gushing of love that wants to pour forth. So I can't wait. And I'm so glad we're
Yes,
here. This is our third episode of the Divine
yes,
Mother.
it is, yes. And it was maybe 1.5 months ago, I think, and so much has happened during that time. So and so strong planetary energies with all these equinox energies
Yeah,
and
eclipses.
eclipses and all kind of things. So where are you, Emuna, now? Where are you?
I feel like I'm just now. It's interesting always the timing of these calls. They always happen at the perfect time. And I feel it. Like today I was walking my dog Sophie and I could see here where I am. Flowers are starting to bloom. It's spring. We're coming out of the darkness and things are blooming. And I feel exactly the same. I feel like I've been very much in the darkness, and not in a negative way, but in the womb of my soul, tending to it, resting. And maybe I'm sure many of us have been feeling it, especially with, yes, all the planetary energies that are moving us and really calling us inward. I've had many of my friends say, "Oh, I've been so tired. I've been so lethargic. Like I don't feel like doing anything." And I definitely have been in that place. I haven't been creating, outputting. I've been in the cave, in the cavern, resting, listening in the silence. And yeah, today, April 1st, is feels like actually the new year. It feels like this is when the year is actually starting.
Mm,
And I read something today as well, just before the call, where April Fools, right? They call April 1st April Fool's Day. And I was just reading that that comes from the fools when back they changed the calendar, right? And the calendar used to start in April, but then they would go and they would say, no, it starts in January. And so it's really just quite interesting as we're coming back into the regular cycles of nature, into harmony, into balance, that it's like, oh, so for me, it feels like we're emerging. I'm emerging. New seeds are starting to bloom. I can start to see the flowers, whereas I couldn't see anything before, right? You're really walking in surrender and trust. But it's like, oh, it's starting to bloom and we tend to it. So yeah, that's where I've been and down
mm.
deep, and I'm sure my audience knows I haven't been creating. Yeah, you haven't heard from me much. Yeah, I've been in the listening, in the cave, in the womb.
So that's quite opposite because I feel that for me, this whole, I would say almost whole period after we last time met, it has been extremely active. In a way, I have been in this kind of similar. Um, it has been many kinds of energies, and it has been combination of going very deeply inside, and then still there has been this need to share and to speak. Like I get these insights, I get these channelings, and then there's deep need to go out and speak and say, and then I see and sense that it is creating more and more, and it is expanding and more is coming out. And also you hear that my voice is a little bit down, and it is because I had these energies have been so powerful, and it was this moon, um, eclipse. It was 2 weeks ago, and that was when it started like a normal flu, but I immediately knew the timing and all that was related to that it was for purpose. It was I was forced to rest and go deeply inside, but at the same time things were coming out and I was channeling like crazy and uh, and then finally I was asking that because I lost my voice and it was my throat was really hurting, and I was asking that what is this? Why I'm not getting better? It was going worse, and I was asking that who is it? Come on, come and tell me who has lost her voice. And it was Sophia. I heard Sophia. I heard it, and she said, Sophia, it is me, Sophia. And that started like this process where I'm now that there's a course. It is in Finnish. It is called Sophia's Voice, and it is all about how she's telling us how in this earth experience where we are really like we have forgotten everything. We have forgotten our connection to Divine Mother, and this ego ego structure is really holding us back, and this ego has taken also love, this Sophia energy, and it has been transformed to what we see as this human love with all the romantic fantasies, and it is like we have lost the actual energy of love. And same has actually happened with all these energies of creation, right? And also light, this energy of Christ, that light in this duality and this ego-led world is something that is very judging, and it may be too bright light that is really like showing that uh, how badly you are doing, how worthless you are, and you should be shamed how badly you are doing. And it is this this voice that is judging in our head, saying that you are nothing, you are nothing. And it is also, of course, that the energy that is used for leaders to take control and keep us small. And Sophia is showing all these ego-based lies and chains of ego that are actually now so badly controlling us, and we can see them so clearly in our world, in news, in everywhere, and they are becoming visible so that they can be healed.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I mean, Sophia, right? Sophia, as we talk about Divine Mother, Sophia is the ultimate feminine goddess wisdom, right? Just even feel that as we feel and just feel her name, Sophia, Sophia, goddess of wisdom, Sophia, as we call her, as we invoke her, as we welcome her, as we, yes, say, yes, it's time for her voice. Yes, it's time for her presence to be here, right? We've been out of harmony and we've been out of balance with the feminine. And that is what's coming into balance. And this is also the time where we're moving into a new age, right? It is spring, it is a new year, it is, and it's also a new time where we're coming out of being in Pisces energy, ruled by that for the last 2,000 years, and coming into Aquarius. That is happening now. Now, these are the seeds. These are the seeds. And so, yes, in the last few months, the birthing is happening, right? And sometimes it's these big moments of expansion and getting the vision and channeling as you were. And I saw some of your writings and it's like, whoo, yeah, it's funneling, right? It flows like a volcano, like lava when it does. But it's like there's a wisdom in going in and listening, and then you're allowing that to come. And this is the cycle where both purging and releasing and birthing. And again, I want to remind us and the listeners, like, this is an epic moment that we have been here for. And it is our awakening of her. And it's going to come through all of us in different ways, through our voice, through our heart, through our song. I've known many of my friends have been connected to anger in the last month, moments or experiences with other people, myself included, of just injustices, things that infuriate me, things that call forward this passion inside of, hey, no, that's not okay. And it invokes me to speak that and say to that person, hey, can we not do it that way? How about this? I had a situation with someone that was doing work in my house, and we had to basically get our house. It's been a lot this month. We had to get our house with the termites. I don't know if they do that in Finland, but it's this whole process where they tent your house, and then they're going to fumigate it with chemicals, which I am like completely against. It's like the worst thing. Like, you're going to do what to my home and to my stuff? I literally packed up all my oils, all my crystals, all of like plants, everything to protect it, take it out. They did the thing. And then we come back and they gave the all clear to us. It's all clear. It's safe to come in. So we come in, and immediately our eyes are burning. Our throat is closing up. My stomach is upset. And I'm like, it is not safe. There's chemicals here. Like, it is not safe. And so we had to advocate for ourselves. We had to take action and go, I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going to do this. And then, though, when I talked to the people about it, I could feel their defensiveness of and I had to practice like, hey, I'm not upset. I just know that it's not safe yet. And how can you help me? What can we do to make it safe? Because I'm not safe. And so it was a real opportunity. And I'm saying this example because this is coming up for all of us. This is the real way that we confront these things that no longer work for us, that are unjust. But if you yell, and if I went to him and I said, how dare you leave those chemicals? And why did you do that? He's just going to close even more and go, like, forget you. And nothing's going to benefit. We don't move forward in that kind of energy. But that's the way we've been accustomed to. That's all the old that's falling away. And so we're learning to be the divine feminine, the love that we are, activating that. What would love do? How is love? So it was like with compassion. Hey, I know you did your best. I know you did what was right, but it's still here. And maybe I'm more sensitive than other people, but I feel it and I don't feel safe. And then I can touch this man's humanity. And then I could feel his connection in my eyes and my heart, and him go, let me go get some industrial fans and we'll blow it out. And let me do this for you. Thank you. Like, thank you. But there were layers that we had to go through to get to that humanity and to that love. And that's what we're going through in our world, with our parents, with the government, with whatever it's coming up against with you. And how can you, instead of going, breathe and feel and connect to your heart and use your voice. Like, I didn't be quiet and just tolerate it and go, oh, well, I guess I'm going to just get chemical. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to suffer in silence. No, I'm going to find a way to speak up, use my voice, but connected to my heart and connected to that other person, knowing that we are here in a shared humanity and we're all elevating together, right? So I feel like this is the birthing of the feminine. One other big thing that, as you were speaking, came to my consciousness this month, since we spoke last, I got to go with some of the girls to Hawaii, to the big island. And let me tell you, the feminine there is all about Pele. Pele, the volcano, and the lava, and the birthing, and the fire. And I love that. You know, I'm definitely a fire dragon, and I feel very connected to those lands there. And while we were there, such beautiful magic was happening. You know, I arrived and my Uber driver was like, I think the volcano is going to go off while you're here. He's like, I just know it. It was amazing that he was telling me that. And so I was like, wow. And just all the timing worked out. And the 13th episode of the volcano, and 13 is the number of the divine feminine, the Sophia. These are the codes of the feminine. The 13th, and this was right at the time of that lunar eclipse equinox that you're speaking of, right before that lunar eclipse. And so I was there and she went off on 13, huge spouts of lava, huge spouts of fire, huge spouts of creation. And I felt in that moment the feminine, she's birthing again the new earth. This is the birthing at 13, the feminine, at this eclipse that you were speaking of. And this is the time we are in, right? And she's still birthing. Each one is another contraction, each one is another opening. But I saw the raw power of creation of the feminine and felt it. And we are that. You know, I'm realizing that when I have a hot flash, I'm bringing in new energy, new life, new codes, new ways of loving. And it's, highs and lows and whoa, and walking in the unknown and having faith. Yeah.
Yes, and I feel that this like we have this humanity and all these challenges here, and ego is really holding us back. But what Sophia told me, that we, and kind of we knew that, but she told me that all these beautiful divine energies, they have their form here in humanity, but they are expanding towards the highest potential, which is then the oneness and source. And we can really, only by asking, we can connect with the highest potential they have. And simply by asking that, please, I want to connect with this highest potential, like we can also connect with our highest self, which is the highest form of our soul. I feel that it is the highest form of our soul that we can communicate with. So we can also kind of reach for those highest potential, although these ego limitations are still there. And that has been really beautiful feeling, to really simply say that, okay, let me connect with the highest potential of my mind, and let me connect with this highest potential of love and joy, all these beautiful energies, and we can do it. And that is the way to deal through these low energies and times and challenges, is just to be in this moment and connect with this highest potential.
Yes, I love that. And I love that it's really about us, each one of us, using our sovereignty, our ability to choose and create. That's what it means to be a creator. That's what it means to birth the new earth. How do I birth the new earth? You birth the new earth by being with yourself. And when that thought comes up from the ego, you can witness and look back and go, that is not me. I see it. I see you operating. And then you choose, as you said, I choose my higher self. I choose the highest form of love. I choose this. It is a choice. And
Yes.
you can get to the point, right, where you can see it. And this is what's happening. The old way is right there. And you go, oh, look at that. Look at my ego, what it's doing. That is so fascinating. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to control me. I see it. I choose this. And that opens to the new possibility, births the next thing. That's the way.
and we are expanding, because when we allow and we are moving to next and expanding, and
Yeah.
also I see it like we are expanding, then of course we are also expanding this love and light, this highest potential to collective field. And when it's all this love and light is expanding, then this lower dimension with all these ego fights, it is
Mm,
getting smaller and smaller, because the love
yeah.
and light is expanding. So
Yes, yes, yes. It has a profound effect, yes, on the field, on the reality that we're creating, that we're contributing to. And so, right, we can say, and everyone has to find their own way in this, right? But this feels like totally, I'm with you. Like, this is the way that I'm birthing the new earth and through my reality and contributing and knowing that I'm making a difference. Whereas, if for me, is it going to be the best use of my energy to go do this protest or go do that? And sometimes you need to speak up and say no. But it's also speaking up and saying no inside to that thought, to that program, to that ego, and going, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I
mm,
choose this. I choose love. I choose the divine. I might just start chanting Sophia. I might start chanting God, creation, love. I can just chant love, love. I choose love. I am love, love. And literally, yes, the field expands and the new vibrations are created. And that's how you call into your next level, whatever's next. And the next level of energies can come in because you become a vibrational match, because you're lifting higher into the higher realms of love that we are here to embody while being on the earth plane. And this is the actual shift. And we are right now, we're in Aries, right? Aries, the beginning of the year. And Aries is very like action, focus, like let's go. And so I love this. I love this because the mind also likes something to do. And so this is powerful. Like it comes up, witness it, choose this, act,
mm,
right? Actively, like, woo, it's exciting because we can do something about that. And the outside world, the news, the people in your life, they may be creating the opportunities outside to call up that ego so you can go, oh, I'm not doing that this time. I'm choosing this. And
mm.
so see if we can be those sovereign beings and choose. And again, the most important place that we have sovereignty over and can shift is within our own consciousness. So instead of looking out there, you do this and this, go, oh, that is triggering me. My ego wants to say this and feel this, but I'm going to make this choice and elevate it. And actually, from that elevated place, the next like game on the move to make as a master would be to then even from that higher place send love for that energy, right? Forgiveness, healing, because again, that energy is there because of the consciousness that it's been surrounded. And some people they just haven't woken up to, oh, I am this up here. So we can have compassion as we rise to see like, oh, you just don't know yet, but let me show you without even words, with my being, with
Mm.
my energy. And as you said, it vibrates out, it affects the field. It is so powerful.
It is really, and it is also like there's so much happening around us, both where you are and here where I am in Finland. There's so much for, like you said, there are so many triggers around us for our ego to respond, whatever the way is. It can be fear, or it can be anger, anything. But and then it may also be that while people are reacting in those ways, then you feel that, okay, do I have right in this place to be happy to be connecting joy, abundance, pleasure, dreams, that do I have right, or should I be also in this lower place and be in fear and in worry and talk to people, oh, it's so terrible, and burn and earthquakes and then and we may have difficulty in allowing us to step into this other dimension where we can just breathe and say that, okay, I can see that this looks like my ego, that ego is telling me that this is scary, that I should be worried, I'm not allowed to be happy and joyful, but show me the highest potential, and then again connect. And the point what I'm trying to tell is that then it's not selfish act, but it is opposite. It is the best possible light work you can do, is to connect with light, connect with this highest potential, and spread it to the collective field, because what you are focusing on, of course, you are spreading, and if you are in this fear, then you are spreading that fear.
Yes, it's so true, right? It's like what it means to be a light worker,
Yeah.
right? It means to be a light worker, that you choose the light, that you hold the light. That's what we're here to hold. That's what you came here and you volunteered. You said, during this transition of the ages, I'm going to be here and I'm going to remember and I'm going to keep taking us higher and I'm going to keep holding that higher space, even when it doesn't look like I'm there. And that's especially when we are, right? It's much easier to do it. And that's what they say, right? Our past life up to this point now has been our training wheels of, oh, look, it's kind of fun. Oh, ha, ha, ha. It's awesome, right? And you see, whoa, I can create. Now it's like, yeah, you ready? This is what you came here for. And it is exactly this moment of seeing that out there and going, oh, I came to hold the light in that, the highest possibility, to hold love. And I love, Amma, the way you said, it's available to us when we just ask for it, when we just intend it, when we just say, I choose this. The universe will give that to you right then, but you have to choose it. We came here to choose, and we came here to remember. And so at this time of April, coming into Aries, new year, new spring, new birthing, we get to seed that. We get to be that. We get to look at those things out there. And yes, and again, if you find yourself going into wallow and, oh God, you might enjoy it for a moment. And then you go, oh my God, that was so, look what I did. Like, the ego loves to do that. What a play, right? And then love yourself, compassion, because that's what we've been programmed to do here. That's the game. But the game is also to go, oh, I choose this, and being that and holding it. And that's what I think it means to be a light worker. And that's who Jesus and Mary Magdalene were when they came. That's what all the avatars are, all the gurus, all the enlightened ones. They are the ones saying, I will hold that field. The Ammas, the divine mothers, they're saying, I will hold love. I will be love. I am love. I am embracing all of my children in the love that is never ending, right? But we have to remember and we have to choose. And when each of us light workers does the incredible work of stepping higher, even when everyone else around us may be lower, and we keep stepping and holding the field and holding the light and holding the possibility, we literally are writing the new codes of reality and elevating to the next level and taking consciousness higher. And those people around us will get to come with us, but no one gets to come if we stay stuck here and if we just go, oh, yeah, no, we're choosing, creating, birthing, like the volcano erupting. We're going higher. And it's amazing watching the volcano. In every episode, her eruptions get higher, like bigger. It's like, it's just, it gets higher. And that's the thing. There's no end to our evolution, to how high it goes. Like, it goes so high, so much love, so much expansion. And we are remembering that we are worthy, that it is our divine inheritance and our birthright to inhabit the kingdom of the divine. Yeah.
I will disappear. I need to take this one. My phone is complaining. I need to add some, give
Okay.
some electricity for this. Now it's done. Okay.
And that's a fun thing. We got to keep things charged. We got to
Yeah.
keep the electricity flowing. We got to keep the energy moving, right?
Mm.
And so, what are the ways that when we do feel heavy and stuck and upset, what are the ways that we can keep the energy moving, right? Like coming and listening to beautiful music, coming to a beautiful transmission like this, going and being in nature, putting on your essential oils, holding your crystal, choosing love, choosing light, praying, right? Like just like the computer runs out of energy, the phone runs out of energy, and we got to plug it in, right? We have to plug in to the spirit, to the source constantly, and feed it and feed it and let ourselves go higher and let ourselves see what's possible. And this is the part, because see, on this lower plane, we know it, we've been it, we've walked it, it's comfortable, we understand it, we know it. We're birthing new realities, these higher places of consciousness, and bringing them here. The more that we each see them, feel them, experience them, we are birthing it into the new earth.
Mm.
So we get to go higher, and that takes everything higher. But to go higher means that we're going into the unknown, means that we may not know where we're going. And so I can choose to go higher and still not know what that means or where I'm going. And that can feel like a block for some people, like, oh, I don't know. But when we start to know that the divine is for us and not against us, and it is our birthright to ascend, right? And we're not unworthy. That's the ego telling you, no, you can't stay stuck. No, go, 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 right? And you're here on earth because you came here to go high, but be embodied on the earth. Yeah. And shift the energy that way.
And it is so exciting, very unknown reality, but it is so exciting to think that, okay, what does it feel, what will it be when we are rising, when we are ascending in this physical reality, which I guess has never happened before, that we are really like in this physical body, in this personality, and with everything we are really like expanding, and it makes me so excited and so joyful, and it's amazing that I guess we will really uh, be those who can experience that we will see that how it will be.
It really is. Like when you see it from that higher perspective of, oh my gosh, out of all of, yeah, the billions of years and the evolutions of the earth, you and I and all of us are here to not only experience it, but be part of the birthing of it. And we are bringing in a new age, a new consciousness.
Mm.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like, and giddy. When you were talking about it, I felt your like higher self doing cartwheels and like so fun. And I felt my higher self would go, oh, it's so cool. And when we can feel each other's excitement like that, then we can let go of the part of us that's afraid in any way. Because this is exciting. This is like the greatest opportunity in our lifetime, in
Mm.
all probably the lifetimes we've ever had. This is like the culmination of all of the lifetimes that we ever had. Here's another just thing to think of. Out of all of the billions and trillions of souls in this world, universe, galaxy, right? Because we know we're much more than what's on the earth. There are all these universes and galaxies, and we've come from them. I mean, it's a multi expansive universe. out of all of the billions, we were chosen. We raised our hand. We said, I'm going to be here right now to birth this. And that again, that I would know you and you would know me, and you're in Finland and I'm in California. And how is it that this all happens, and all the beautiful souls that are here listening to the recording, like you are here too. You are here and you're listening to this and you're being called to this because your soul, Divine Mother, is saying, yes, 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 yes. We are the divine mothers. We are the divine fathers. We are the divine birthers of the new age, right? And it is the time. I'm hearing that song in my head. This is the dawning, the age of Aquarius, right? Like, wow. And
It
it
is.
is something to feel. Yeah. To just like allow the excitement of like, oh my God, this is the most exciting. Wow. Like, and can we let ourselves be that like delighted and surprised? And I can feel the places in myself too that I have to open further to allow that. Because again, it's like the mind only knows how far the mind has gone. And it's like, we're going bigger, we're going expanding, and we're letting go of those places that hold us back so we can expand and it's safe. And I don't know where I'm going. Like I've been in a real unknown pattern, like, and I can see where the mind wants to go. Oh, you need to do this or what's comfortable. But it's like, wow, just what's next, soul? What are we gonna do, soul? I can't wait to see. Like, what? I choose the higher place and I'm ready. Show me, delight me, excite me. Woo! Yeah. Well, it'll be exciting to see by next time what we're all
Yes,
birthing.
yes, and when we have all the time, like now we can ask and we can there are these moments when we feel that okay, now I feel this connection to Sophia, and I feel the connection really connected to Earth and Source, and we can kind of we have these moments when we can feel, but I can't wait to be in constant connection and like all the time being led by my soul and Sophia and Mother Father God, and being in this constant connection, and not only when I do that in conscious way and set intention. Of course, I'm very happy that we can do it already,
Yeah.
but then it will be like
I hear what you're
like
saying. Yeah,
yeah.
like that it's the way, it's the norm. It's just the way the universe operates. This is we're in the golden age where we live from our heart. We're in harmony, we're in love. There's everyone is fed. We're in our creativity. It's a whole another level of operating that yeah, we know is there and we touch it and we taste it in our meditation and in our intention, and it's so beautiful. And this is what we're saying. The more that we each spend time there and choose it, and really the more that more of us do it, because the strength is in the numbers of those of us waking up and activating and holding these vibrations. When we do that, we rise and it blankets the entire universe in a field that will lift us all. And that's what's happening with the planets and with the sun and with the light codes. We're being lifted, and sometimes that lifting is going to bring up, well, it always is, whatever needs to be cleared, whatever is too dense for that light. The light wants to come in and penetrate and birth and activate. But if there's density, it has to like peer into it and dissolve it so it can fully, right, encompass. But
Mm,
we're aware of that and we can hold that and take good care of us, right, in that process, right?
mm,
And also know that we're not doing it. I'm not the only one transforming the world. It's not all on my. We're here together. There are many of us, right? There are many of us. You can just feel the beautiful souls. I sometimes like to do that in my meditations, to just feel all like the monks that are praying, all the beings around the universe, that are holding love and light. It may even be simple, like farmer, the way they tend their land and they love the land and they touch the land and sing to the earth. This is all acts of love. This is all acts of sacredness. This is all ways that we tune into that vibration. And many souls are doing that around the world. Many souls have dedicated their life to holding that vibration. But yet what makes us also our life, my job is not to be in the Himalayas in a cave. This life, I've been in one many, I'm sure. But in this life, I'm here to be in a body going out and about in the world, yet holding that higher consciousness that I choose and sprinkling it all over wherever I go in my daily life, right? Every one of it looks different, but you can be in your normal life as a mother, as a father, as a worker, as whatever you're doing, whatever task you are, you can do it from that place of consciousness and love because of that choice, that intention. And that's what we get to create. And that's how we get to shift through our active awareness and our choice. I love that. And then our just breathing, going, okay, it's normal to expand. This is why I'm here. This is what we're for. Right? We're safe to expand.
Yeah, I feel that there is one more thing that Sophia has been talking about, and it is when we are expanding, and it is this inner self-love and this, because this is the most difficult thing that is really holding us back, is this feeling of not being worthy, feeling of not being loved, and we easily think about other people, that and it is this wound, this is this ego chain that we are searching this love from others, and we feel that I'm not loved and I'm not worthy of love, but she's asking us to go inside, go within, and really search for this connection, in this love connection within, and work, kind of realize that what kind of ego lies we are holding inside around this worthiness and this whether we are loved or not. And when we were in France and we were working about, we had this practice where we were asked that what was the first moment when you felt that that everything is not okay and something is wrong. And I had this very strong memory of my dad, like he was closing the door and I was behind the door and I was crying and he was busy, and I felt that I was not loved. And that was very touching moment, and then we were doing work there and I kind of forgot it, but this morning I was brought to, when I was thinking about this inner self-love and this love and light and masculine and feminine within. And I was guided, Sophia was showing me this situation again, and she was kind of, I was again repeating these ego lies that I was not loved and my dad was too busy to love, I was not worthy of love. And then she was telling me that, but Amma, that is not true. That is your ego talking now. And it is, although it is very sad story, but it is not true, because your dad very much loved, my dad loved me so much. And then she was trying to, she was showing me images where what else my dad was like, all these happy moments, and what he was doing to keep our house very clean and safe and beautiful moments, and what kind of person he was, that how much he loved gardening and flowers and nature. and then he was telling me that he's within, that my dad is in me, and so much of his qualities are what I have and what I'm doing, both in both really, really nice and valuable things, and then also that I'm actually repeating this masculine energy, way of being, exactly like he did. I'm working too much. I'm repeating this masculine energy exactly the way he did.
Wow.
So it was so I'm still in the process and it's still continuing, but I just want to share this because there are so many eco lies that are holding us in this self-hate or this feeling of unworthiness, and those are the most difficult things that are holding us back from this expansion and opening and connecting with love, with the Divine Mother's love, because we think that I'm not worthy. This love is coming, but no, I'm not worthy. I'm here. I'm just here. So that's what she's reminding us, that we can, and that is also again choosing and taking the time to go within and asking. You can take a piece of paper and you can ask that, okay, what is this feminine and this masculine, and what do I have around this love, taking in the love.
Yes, absolutely. And we all have these barriers to love, right? And these ways that because of the stories that we've believed, because of the experiences we came here to liberate ourselves from, right? Your dad was the perfect teacher for you of that. And then you are liberating that pattern by seeing it and go, oh my God. But yet we can spend so much time blaming, creating these stories. He didn't love me and this, and we all do that. And one of the practices we can do, which I love that Sophia gave to you, was really to see all the ways that people, things, the universe is loving us that we don't see or recognize. Like the way your dad was loving you by working, by cleaning the house, by bringing you little treats, by looking at you a certain way. Like that was the way he knew how to love. And sometimes we can be looking, I want them to love me this way, that we miss all of this love that's here.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, we want to start to see it and feel it. And yes, oftentimes we go deep, and then we come to that next layer of our story that's ready to be liberated. And we get the grace, like you're seeing, to step outside and see and go, wow, look at that. And have compassion for the little girl that was out behind the door, and feel her and love her, because now you can love her. Now you can choose that love from Divine Mother and bring it in and go, oh, sweet love. I know that was hard and you felt unloved. But now let me show you from my wise higher self what actually happened. And you are loved. And you've
Yeah.
always been loved, right? That's
Yeah.
how we get to shift it. And when these stories come up and we see them and we get liberated from them, it's a real celebration. I can feel like the universe applauds, because woo, it's a big layer that then opens up so much more expansion and worthiness and love.
Yeah, and it is a really practical way of letting go of those barriers and limitations, is really to kind of see the story, and see that this is not true, and let it go and create, because these stories are making our reality, and they are holding us back, and they are ego lies more than anything, and so that is, yeah, I can actually, it is so recent, it only today it happened, but I can see how big thing it was, because it really changed my story about my dad and me and, and the girl behind the door.
Yes, and then you can appreciate him, you can love him. You have such a different relationship. It changes the relationship with your own masculine. It's going to now change the relationship with your own, maybe overworking and giving more attention to your family, to your loved ones, being present. It's huge. It's a huge gift. And it
It,
happened today because Divine Mother wants us all to receive it, right? So as Amma is receiving this gift, while we get to witness it and allow it, we're getting to see what we've been speaking of live and in action, that when one person shifts and awakens and goes higher and is willing to see that, we all are lifted higher into that possibility, right? And we can all let go of some of the stories that we have about love and not being worthy, whether it's our mom or our dad or our partner or whoever it is that is playing the role and acting out the ego lies to make you feel small, but for you to then have the moment of, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's not true. Thank you. And liberate that by choosing the love. Yeah.
Yes, and also I want to mention, and Sophia is reminding that there's also this what is it is such a big gift. It's such a huge gift for me, and like you said, it is for everyone who is listening, and those who will be sharing, continuing this course with me. This huge gift. But what happened with this course was that I had this this knowledge that, okay, Sophia has something to say. I had no idea what it would be, and then I said that, okay, there is this course that Sophia has something to say for us, and of course she gave me some ideas what it would be, but it was also what, as a light worker, we have to be willing to step
Yes.
some area where we are just fully surrendering and saying that, okay, I have no idea, I have this course coming, and I am willing to surrender and receive and see what is happening. And it is always this kind of amazing
Yeah,
huge treasures that are coming, also for those lovely people who are trusting me and signing in the
totally.
course. They don't know.
I know. It's a major trust and listening. And that's what's being called to us. Can we step forward? Can we open our heart? Can we listen and speak from that wisdom that appears and trust it? But it's like it's the fool card in the tarot where you're the fool. And that it's funny because this this reading today about April Fools talked about this exactly. It talked about the energy of being the fool. So let me just share this part with you. The truth behind April Fools. So I told you the part about the difference of the year, right? And in truth, this was another attempt to ridicule, dismantle the ancient ways of those rooted in the earth by changing the calendar cycle, right? But we're coming back to balance, back to harmony. The fool archetype, which is the archetype you're talking about, that we're being asked to go into the unknown, very like, I don't know, but yet strong and courageous. So the full archetype played a significant role in myth, folklore, spiritual traditions worldwide. These figures historically and historically challenged authority and revealed deeper truths in ways that more serious figures could not. It's that playful energy where that lets you open to something beyond what you could ever imagine because you're not stuck in this rigidity. It's an energy, but it requires courage to go yes and to listen and to be the vessel. So they operated outside of the societal norms, allowing them to point out hypocrisy, question assumptions, bring in new perspectives. Their playful, seemingly nonsensical approach served as a powerful mirror, reflecting truths back to people and systems around them. The fool is a master of leaping into the unknown and does it quite often. It symbolizes new beginnings, surrendering to the unknown. The trust in the unseen has allowed them to be the carrier of sacred messages, often those that would be overlooked by the logical mind. The Fool archetype is woven into the priestess path as one facet of the divine. It's a sacred initiator, guiding a woman, all beings to reclaim their divine power, no matter the fears, judgments, or rules. So we're being asked, right, to speak what do we know to be true, right? And to challenge our old beliefs and to embrace play. And as Amma's saying, when you get that invitation, leap into it, trust, be playful, go into the unknown. The Fool reminds us as a priestess that one of the greatest acts of spiritual mastery is learning to dance between the mystery and the playfulness of existence, and to have the courage to bring what you have received forward to help others. And it takes courage. I know, because I do it too. So I understand what you're speaking of. It takes so much courage, but this is the path that we are the ones that, can you trust? Can you put yourself there? Can you take that risk? Can you trust the divine and bring that energy forward that you have received? To honor the real essence of the Fool today, you can dance, sing to spirit, indulge in pleasures that you would often deny yourself. And ask yourself, where can I trust more deeply? Where can I allow the holy truth to move through me? Where can I play? Right. And so this was written by Amma Cohen. And I just love, right before this call, my friend sent that to me. And then that's exactly what you're
exactly.
speaking. That's what we're stepping into on this April Fool's
Yeah,
Day, right? That was
yeah,
divine guided, that we were meant to be here on this day.
yeah. But it is also your way to work, and I think I have said this earlier, but I participated your courses, and you were the inspiration to really like dive into this energy and just let it come and trust and follow that and that, because that is very unique style that you have, that you are leading, leading your meditations and just uh, taking in the energy and speaking and allowing it, and so it has been great inspiration for me to learn that, okay, you can do it this way, and it is also my way. So
And that's the perfect example, right? As one of us light workers steps up and has courage to expand, then
yeah.
she's meant to see it. She's expanding. She's helping so many people now have that same trust. And we're all expanding and trusting more and more. And it's still, I have to keep expanding to the next level, right? But even for all of this, everything we do, it's amazing. And every time it makes me more and more devoted and trusting, because I have to say, I've never, in all of the things I've created and offered and shown up, when I've shown up to be a vessel for the divine, I've never been disappointed or let down. I always am in awe of what comes through when I say yes and I allow it, and I am willing to be that space holder of that possibility. And I appreciate all of us that show up for it, because it doesn't make, I know that it's even more powerful when we're all here together, like allowing what wants to come through, be midwifed and experienced, right? As we evolve together. It's just
Yeah.
so yummy. And to have a sister like you that, we get it. And so when we come together, it's so powerful that we can both really surrender. Like Amma and I don't talk between these calls. We don't even have a talk right before and say, do you want to do this and this? Nothing. We literally both trust it at such a level and show up. And then it's magic what happens, right? It's beautiful. I hope you can feel it in that you're inspired to be that and trust that, because that's the ripples that we're creating.
Wow. I think now it's 10 o'clock here in Finland,
Perfect.
10 p.m. and I see that people are maybe going to sleep already. So it has been amazing show again. Thank you, Emunah.
I
And
want to show you one more thing because it's just the magic. Right before this, I picked cards from my Mary Magdalene deck, and this card came up: sacred worth. I am worthy of love. Okay, there's more. Hold on, I want you to see the magic. Then witness. I am fully seen, and you can see that Amma and I were witnessing each other, and that brings out more of that energy. And that's what we all get to do for each other, is be the witness and hold more of that light. So I have two more to show you. Oh, maybe I have three more. Okay, so then the third power, humility, is my greatest strength. Humility. So this is when we go, oh, wait, that's my ego. Okay, I choose love. That's being humble, right? That's being humble, and humble to love that other person and come from our heart. And then we're coming out of the darkness into the light. And this says the first power, darkness makes vision possible. And it's in sitting in that darkness and that light that then we can see, the light can come in, the light can shine through. But again, these all, I picked all these before. And
of
then this
course,
last one is just so beautiful. Look at the imagery of it with the rainbow. And love has already won. And then it says silence. I speak from my heart. And the message when I read it was all about how when we go within, and then like the fool, can we access that's in our heart in the higher realm, and then speak it from that silence into the field and create that love, right? And be that vibration of love. So I love that. And I wanted to share that with you because it just always delights me.
yes, that's a miracle. It was already written before we spoke.
And that's the thing, it is, we get to tune into it. We get to choose it. And I love that. I love that about today. And I'm excited in this next month to be that, to really be the creator and choose that consciously. So we will see how we all do with that when we reconvene. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us and sharing this and being here with us. We love you, and may you feel the blessings of Divine Mother and the infinite love that surrounds us always, and let it guide you forward with so much love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
Bye. See you all, and thank you, Emunah.
Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Night. And thank you all here. Bye.